I don't believe that.
Yes. Yes. You use it or you lose it.
I think the reason why men, because you said, I want to make sure I understand your question correctly. You said, why is it always about sex with you guys? What do you mean by that specifically?
Like a girl, when we look at men, we don't automatically think like, I'm gonna fuck him. Y'all, as soon as y'all see a woman, oh, I'm gonna fuck her.
Fair.
Yeah.
The reason for that is because as a male, right, we give value to women in many other ways outside of our sexuality. I would argue the last way we give you guys value is through our sexuality. Women look for all these other things before the sexuality even comes in. Versus with you guys, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but the only real value women provide is sexuality. And if you don't believe me, like, I mean, if women didn't have vaginas, men would not talk to y'all.
You think so?
Why?
They wouldn't.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because women are very difficult to deal with. I mean, look, she's a bisexual, right? She even told you herself if she had to pick one gender, who would she go with? The men. Because men provide far more value in relationships. And I always love asking women that are bisexual, which would you rather go with? And 9 out of 10 times, it's always the men. And the reason why is because with men, at least, you're able to get like a multitude of different benefits. If he's ugly, he's probably going to be a good provider, or maybe a charming, or maybe he's a good talker. If he's in good shape and he's not like as he might not have as much money. Like, men have to provide value in some way.
Yeah.
But we have many different ways where we could do it. Versus like for women, dude, if you're not attractive or you're not good sexually, like the guy is probably going to have an issue right off rip.
Well, to be fair, I do date studs, so technically they kind of.
Who pays for a date?
Well, I pay for mine, she pays for hers. But when we first started, she wanted to like do all them. She wanted to open the doors, bring me flowers, come pick me up, or like pretty much do like the masculine things. But I'm like,
but that proves my point even further. So even though you're bisexual and you deal with women, even the women you deal with have masculine traits, which proves my point even more that women don't really offer men much utility outside of sex. Does that make sense? Like, like if she, like, let's say, imagine you guys were two like regular girls, like you would get even less benefit. Like you'd go half and half on everything. She'd be a diva too. She would take 3 hours to get dressed. She wouldn't have any of these masculine traits.
Yeah, there was a time I told, like, I started to not treat her like a man, I guess, but I was just like, I guess, expecting manly things since that was what she was doing. And she was like, well, I'm a girl too.
What?
Avonmore fresh milk. Make every day this good.
And I was like, but you did all this, like, man.
You were supposed to do a sound effect to that.
Yeah, but like the reason why, like, so like with men, right? Okay. The other thing I was gonna say too, since a woman's like value to a man is really like one versed, like that's why men are so selective on like their girl not dressing provocatively when they're not there, protecting her sexuality. That's why cheating for you guys is like, if you guys cheat on us, it's the biggest form of betrayal that you can do. Because like, if I cheat on you, like you can still extract benefit from me. Like I could be paying your bills, I could be taking care of you, I could still be giving you sex, I can still be giving you that masculine energy, I'll still fight and die for you. But like, if you fuck another dude, like you're effectively useless, because like that's the only utility you have. So if I'm like, because when I'm dating you for a lot of the times your beauty and your body. So if you give that to somebody else, that is the biggest slap to me ever. Like that's like me, if I was to give like a female equivalent, right? Like let's say, let's okay, I'll give you an example that like so you guys can get a feeling of the betrayal that a man gets. Like let's say you're my wife, right? But you don't know that I have a whole other wife. She has a bigger house than you. She has a nicer car than you, and she has twice the kids. And when someone broke into our house when I was with you, I didn't do nothing. But when someone broke into the house over there, I jumped on the fucking robber and I beat him up. Like, a woman is gonna look at that as like way worse than me sleeping with another girl. Does that make sense? Like, if your boyfriend cheats on you, but he does everything else right, you might concede on that. But if someone robs you and he's there and he lets it happen, you're never gonna forgive him for that.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So with men, that's like the equivalent. Like that's like me, you cheating on me, having sex with another dude, that's like me, like you're my girl, I tell you you're my girl, I provide for you somewhat, but like another day, like I got another girl, she has a whole other mansion and I fight for her, but I don't fight for you. Right? And then you find out that she has like the money and shit. Like that's the big betrayal. Like with a man, like you can't give your body to someone else, just like I shouldn't be giving my resources to another female.
I
Right.
see what you're saying.
It's
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah,
that,
I don't
and
like it if
also,
I'm in a relationship and the guy, I don't care if he fuck, but when he start buying her shit and taking
Oh,
care
there
of
you
her,
go. See?
Oh, there you
that
go.
becomes the problem.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
care if he fucks.
you-
I'm alive.
you love her?
Like all you got was some dick. Like
Yeah, in most
Well-
cases for men, there's no emotional aspect behind it.
yeah.
While
What
for
I've come to
women,
realize,
yeah.
women will accept infidelity from men. It's just that guy's got to be spectacular. Like if he makes money, if he's attractive, if he's like a catch, women will accept cheating from him. But it's whenever girls say, "Oh, I'm not going to accept cheating," whatever, 9 out of 10 times that dude is like average, or she's not that attracted to him. He got her by the skin of her teeth. She looks at him like, "Motherfucker, I'm a prize. Like you're lucky that I even am dating you, and you have the gall to cheat on me."
Yeah.
So like a lot of girls get mad because they feel as though like you barely got me, and you have the fucking nerve to cheat on me. But like if the guy is like a winner, like a lot of girls will like, you know what? Okay, like this guy, he loves me. He's attractive. Other girls want him. This is what comes with the territory.
Yeah.
I have a question.
But only for so long though.
So are you guys saying that if guys have sex with other girls, they don't fall in love with those girls from having sex? Like-
There's always the potential.
I
I'm not gonna lie to you.
was told-
Okay, let me
I'm not gonna lie to you and say they can't.
I
Yeah,
was
because
told-
it's like
It can-
that's
it can
something.
happen.
That
Yeah.
is something that worries me. I don't mind, I guess, if you cheat, but in the back of my head, it would be like, what if you fall in love with that other person? Then now so it's like I think that's why most women don't really want their men cheating, because there's a potential of you liking the other person and then leaving.
Well, that's
Yeah,
where.
that too. And STDs, STIs.
well,
Yeah,
that
that's
too.
not that common as people think. But like, what it really comes down to is like, with
How
women.
you know it's not that common?
Right.
But you be
Yeah.
out here doing.
well,
it's actually really not. I work in the hospital and yeah.
yeah, it's not
It's
like.
not like
Well,
maybe
actually, no.
one
Since
in
you work in the
1,000, I
hospital,
don't know.
who gets
With gender.
which gender gets the most like I guess diagnosis
Keep it
of
real.
STIs?
The women.
It's women, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I think that's because women just have way more sex than men do. Like more women are able to have sex, therefore do, versus like a lot of guys don't because they just can't. So, but anyway, the love thing that you were saying, I'm not gonna lie to you and say, oh no, it's not possible. It's absolutely possible. But I think if the only way, like, once a girl gets a guy, it's like on her to lose him. Does that make sense? Like, if a dude gets down on a knee and proposes to you, or makes you his girlfriend, and like he ends up falling in love with another girl, like you did something wrong, really wrong, because.
It's hard
What
for
if you
men.
couldn't split on
It's
the
hard-
D
it's
and
hard for
somebody
men
else
to
There you go.
leave.
splits on it?
It's really hard for a man.
It's hard
to
for men
leave.
to leave. So like
It is.
whenever I see like a dude leaves his girl or breaks up with her, like she did something very wrong, very very wrong. Because dudes,
I
you
don't
gotta
think
remember.
like that.
No,
I don't-
here I'll explain.
no, I
I'm
don't
gonna tell you
think
why. Men have to work way harder to attract women. So you gotta remember, the first date we're paying, we're planning, we're setting everything up from the beginning. We have an enormous amount of skin in the game. So if we get to a point where I'm not just courting you, but like you're like a girlfriend, I put significantly more work into the relationship than you have in most situations. Guys that are smart do it where they put skin up front and then they quickly make their girls start to put skin in the game. This is a player. But most men don't fall into that. Most guys put an enormous amount of skin in the game in the beginning, so they don't want to lose what they got. So what ends up happening is, if a guy is able to attract another woman or whatever, he'll lie to his girl, like the one that you dealt with, because he put the skin in and he didn't want to lose you. So with men, they will hold on as long as they can. They don't leave women. It's the women that leave because we have to put so much work in. So we value the relationship way more than you guys.
Men are living relationships more, and they're getting with like another girl within
Only
the week or
only a
something.
small percentage of men have that ability to leave a relationship and have the latitude to be able to do it and the leverage, because most guys come in a relationship where the girl is the prize, right? The guy got the girl, he had to work really hard. He had to work his way up. Like the girl doesn't like him as much as he likes her, in other words. Very rarely is it where the girl likes the guy more than he likes her and he leaves her, like, or can leave her without like consequence. Does that make sense? So like, yes, are there men that can do it? For sure. But if I take 100 relationships, 90 of them, the girl's leaving. 10, maybe the guy leaves.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But like I said, it's just
And he's got to
like-
have a lot of options. He's attractive. He's got his
Yeah.
money right, or he's doing something very well. He has status. He's famous. Like, this is a minority of men. Like, a majority of guys, dude, are just happy to fucking kiss a girl. It's like really crazy, man.
I mean, if he can get you, he can get other girls too. So maybe that archetype of guy can do it, but most guys can't.
yeah,
Yeah.
they fail. And like the thing that kind of fucks women up is like not all, but like a staggering majority of women are looking for like the same men. Right, and this kind of what fucks black women up because you mentioned before, like black women are more willing to stand on things, right? You said that. The other thing too with black women, oh yes, you said that as well. The other thing with black women is like you guys prefer black men,
Yeah,
so
only
that
9%
lowers your
of black women do that.
pool even more so. And it's like with white women because you were saying white women take whatever. Yeah, white women are far more willing to date outside of their race, and a lot of them actually prefer to do it.
So you're saying we need a date outside of our race?
I tell black women to do it all the time, but they
Yeah.
don't want to listen. I tell
Because it's
them.
hard.
It's rather nice.
Hey man,
Yeah.
go white. It's right.
So here's the thing.
Wow, it's so
I don't know.
we can't relate. How can I relate to you?
Well, I'll tell you this,
Yeah.
man.
You're gonna think things that
Like,
I
the
say and do is
culture is so
weird. It's like
different.
weird.
And you're actually right because even with me, I have to not only be like I want to date